All right, let's see. There is Daniel, boys. Stop, boy. Right. And today we are going through enumerating SMB. For this we have to access their machine. I just accessed my their machine with the VPN, and we have a live connection. As you can see, packets are received. Let's get started. Before we begin, make sure to deploy the room and give it some time to boot. Please be aware, this can take up to 5 minutes, so be patient. Enumeration. Enumeration is the process of gathering information on a target in order to find potential attack vectors and aid in exploitation. This process is essential for an attack to be successful, as wasting time with exploits that either don't work or can crash the system can be a waste of energy. Enumeration can be used to gather usernames, passwords, network information, host names, application data, services, or any other information that may be valuable to an attacker. There are SMB shares, drivers on a server that can be connected to and used to view or transfer files. SMB can often be a great starting point for an attacker looking to discover sensitive information. You'd be surprised what is sometimes included on these shares. Port scanning. The first step of enumeration is to conduct a port scan to find out as much information as you can about the service, application, structure, and operating system on the target machine. If you haven't already looked at port scanning, I recommend checking out Nmap. Enum for Linux. Enum for Linux is a tool used to enumerate SMB shares on both Windows and Linux systems. It is basically a wrapper around the tools in the Samba package and makes it easy to quickly extract information from the target pertaining to SMB. It's already installed on the attack box. However, if you need to install it on your own attacking machine, you can do so from the official GitHub. The syntax of enum for Linux is nice and simple. Enum for Linux option IP. We'll look at that in a moment. Here we have a few tags. We have the get user list, machine list, name list dump, share list, password policy information, group and member lists, all of the above. Now we understand our enumeration tools. Let's get started. Answer the questions below. Conduct an Nmap scan of your choosing. How many ports are open? Awesome. Let's do the standard. We go Nmap. You know what? Let's create we'll say SMB test txt. We will go for the default scanning. Okay, let's just leave it like this and let's create this. We'll have the result in a second. Let's create another tab. Ctrl+Shift+T to open a new tab. Let's list inside here. We have the file. Let's vim. I'll sudo. Actually, no, we don't care about. Or okay, I'll do sudo vim just to have access to everything. And we have it. Let's go smb.txt. Let's insert the password, and here we have it. We have 1, 2, 3, three open ports. What ports is SMB running on? If we check the open port, we have 22 SSH, 139 NetBIOS, and 445 Microsoft. If we see over here, Microsoft, let's check 445. It's Microsoft DS SMB. Now, in order to answer this question, what ports is SMB running on? We see under our Nmap scan 139 and 445 is actually SMB on both of them. NetBIOS, if we check over here, what ports is SMB running on? SMB uses either port 139 or 445. Port 139, SMB originally ran on top of NetBIOS using port 139. NetBIOS is an older transport layer that allows Windows computers to talk to each other on the same network. Port 445 is the latest version of SMB. So the question is the answer is 139.445. Let's get started with enum for Linux. Conduct a full basic enumeration for starters. What is the work group name? Let's go on the terminal. Let's open a new tab And we say here enum for Linux help. And we can check the entire list of flags. So we use -a for this. We say enum for Linux target machine, which is 201, 220, and we say here A. Let's go like that. We'll wait for the scan to complete. See, before that, we can check. Actually, let's go here with a new tab and say enum for Linux docs. And here we can see that all the flags that -a uses, right? And then you can go and see everything what is, right? User list for -u, for -s, share list, and so on. Now, let's go back to, oh, it's still going. No worries. Let's see. For starter, what is the work group name? Okay, let's check. Let's go to the top of this scan. And there you go. Let's see. We have target, known users. We have group name, is work group. Such useful information. What comes up as the name of the machine? Follow SMB. What operating system version is running? At the OS information, we can see 6.1. 6.1. What share sticks out as something we might want to investigate? Okay, let's go. Let's see here. We have profiles, net logon, and print. Okay, I presume profiles. Awesome.